Thank you for listening to Depictions Media Radio. Having a little fun with some sound effects there. Alright, courage. Courage does not mean being fearless. I was reminded of this lesson earlier this week in another interview that I did with Lanny Galera. If you go to phoenixfallgirl.com, you'll find her coaching program and some of the really cool things that that she does to help people. As a 18-year veteran, as a stunt woman, she teaches people how to confront their fears, and we all have them. She has them. She's never done anything that wasn't thought out and staged as far as a stunt, and she makes a living out of falling down. Ask her, she'll tell you that she makes a living out of falling down. So, anyway, courage does not mean being fearless. And on the front page of the National Post, they had two young men who jumped in front of a shooter in an attempt to stop them in mass shootings, and they jumped in front of the shooter in an attempt to stop them. Now, when you hear this, well, that was supposed to be a gun firing. We'll have to work on that problem. When you hear shots being fired, trust me, the first thing is fear. You do find fear when that happens. And these two particular young men, they weren't fearless. They found inside of themselves the ability to put the fear aside and move forward with action. Let's say that again. They somehow found it within themselves to put the fear aside and move forward with action. Here's the thing: is I'm actually not a downer on fear. I am. I will openly tell you that you should listen to the fear, because that fear mechanism has made it so that our species has survived for thousands of years. Without fear, we would have been eaten by that saber-toothed tiger. That fear taught us that, hey, That saber-tooth tiger, he's got sharp claws. He's got teeth. He's going to munch it up into little bits. Look what he did to Ugg the other day. I'm not going to let that happen to me. And then we talk about the fight or flight response. And so these two gentlemen, they instead of flight, they went to fight and put the fear aside, and they confronted, and of course they lost their lives, so they never got to pick up the fear again. I will tell you this as an ex-rescue worker, when I had to jump off a cliff to go get somebody and drag them back up to the top of the cliff because they fell. For whatever the reason was. They were unprepared, they didn't see it coming, whatever it was. They fell off the ledge, and I had to go down there. I was the one brought in to go down there. It rappelled down and go get them. It's like, little hint here, I'm afraid of heights. But I put that fear aside at the top of the cliff, went down, got whoever the victim was, came back up again, and I picked the fear up again, and it all that takes a lot of energy. And that's the whole point of this conversation, is that we have to learn to put the fear down sometimes so that we can move forward with our purpose and our business. Think about this. Is it a reasonable fear that you don't want to pick up the phone and call the next prospect? Is that a reasonable response? No, it is not. There's a fear there. Is that a reasonable fear? It's a real fear. I'm not saying that. It is real. But it's not, when I say reasonable, I mean, is the phone going to bite you and chew you up into little pieces like the saber-toothed tiger did? No. Getting up in the morning and doing what you and doing some exercise and things like that, is that going to hurt you? Oh, as a matter of fact, it's probably going to help you live a better life, right? A healthier life. We've discovered that. All I'm saying is, we need to discover what is a real fear and what we actually need to get over. So that's the whole bit. It's like, is this something that, hey, if we proceed forward, are we in danger? If we proceed forward, do we need to add caution so that we avoid the danger? Oh, wait. There is a such thing as real and perceived danger. Some dangers are only perceived, and under the right conditions, we can get around the fear and move forward with our lives, such as picking up the phone and dialing the next prospect so that you get a client. We can do that. That's not a problem. That's all in conditioning. Pick up the phone and make it happen. other tools that you might need so that people find you in business, such as podcasting. Hey, you know I was going to get around to podcasting sooner or later, didn't you? Because, hey, I'm looking for more people to join in here and want to open up a show and move forward so that people can find you. With the right training and everything, there is no reason to be afraid of it at all. With the right conditioning, it is all okay. And the really cool part to Lanny Galera's thing is she's going to train you how to move around the fear so that it's less of an obstacle. So I'm going to tell you this. If you go to Phoenix Fall Girl and you click on her coaching program, she has a session coming up May 26th. Depictions Media is actually going to be there. We're going to be photographing some of the event and we're going to invite you to click on that link and join in with her. It'll be up in a really pretty part of British Columbia, Squamish and Whistler, and she's got some really cool things that she's going to teach you with the workshop and everything. So, hey, come out and join us May 26th. So that's one thing. Come out and then after you figure out how to move past some of those fears, do some really cool things. Follow your purpose, follow your truth, follow your integrity, and move forward with your life. And do some really cool things that will actually help a lot of people in your community. So anyway, no need to be afraid. You can be courageous, and you can move past the fear. It's not going to be that hard. All right, so that's about all I have for today. It's like somehow or another, even if you don't go to Lanny's thing, just if fear is actually holding you back, go get some sort of mindset training to help you get around the fear. There's lots of people around, and there's programs that will fit any budget that you have, and just learn to move forward without tripping over the fear and being paralyzed. All right, so that's all we've got for the day, and I will talk to everybody later on.
So I wish upon that shooting star, and then I wondered where you are. Is it destiny, or is it meant to be?
Thank you for listening to Depictions Media Radio.